I believe you, and if you have any doubt, it was bad enough. I wish we could stop there and that those words would help you move through the pain and the self-blame of sexual trauma. I wish you could easily let yourself off the hook and put the blame squarely where it belongs, with your perpetrator, not with yourself. But we know that sexual trauma changes everything. It changes how we move through the world. We walk around being extraordinarily hard on ourselves, thinking things like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get it together? We exist like this until the fear of living with our symptoms is greater than our fear of change. If I didn't believe people could change, I could never do the work I do. My name is Dr. Holly Richmond. I'm a somatic psychotherapist, licensed marriage and family therapist, and certified sex therapist. I began working with survivors many years ago when I was a journalist, and I started teaching creative writing at a girls' detention facility in Southern California. I had no idea what I would read in their stories, and certainly no idea that it would entirely upend my life and point me in a new career direction. Now I can't imagine my heart living anywhere else. I am a part of this community. I read story after story of sexual assault, rape, sexual abuse. That was awful, but what was even more awful is how the girls normalized those stories. They told themselves it wasn't that bad. They needed to move on, they needed to get over it, because something worse had happened to their sister, or their friend, or their brother. Unfortunately, and unjustly, believing our trauma wasn't that bad is the norm. Whether it happened 4 months ago or 40 years ago, it's not too late. It's never too late to do this work. I tell you all of this because I want you to feel differently. I want life to feel better for you. Not only do I believe you, I believe in you. I've written a book. It's called Reclaiming Pleasure, a sex-positive guide to moving past sexual trauma and living a passionate life. This book will guide you to all of the things you deserve: more self-acceptance, more connection, more pleasure, and better sex. Healing from sexual trauma is only the first piece of your work, and it's certainly not enough. There's so much more living at your fingertips that includes self-agency, vibrancy, and a quality of eros, your vital life force. Because sexual trauma happens in the body and affects our sexuality, we have to look at the body and our sexuality in order to fully heal. I want you not only to experience joy and pleasure, but to release shame and fear. I want us all to be able to look at the past, to examine with compassion what has happened to us, but also to enjoy all the moments that the present life has to offer, and even more, to look to the future with hope and excitement. The process we endure as survivors is one of evolution. It's not easy, but it's necessary if we're going to move from what was to what is. I want to help you move from simply surviving to actually living, knowing that every part of you deserves to reclaim pleasure.